Prediction and advice. I do this once in a while, and it's worth heeding. My credentials, I've studied government for over 40 years now, and my predictions on biennial elections have been really good, including 2022. Bad result, but it was predicted here that the Republicans wouldn't take Congress. So please look to 2024 and look at 3 scenarios, all of which are good for third party, one third party that can rise above if the second party, the Republicans, nominate Donald Trump. It is a huge opening for more voters. Maybe not to win for a third party, but for more voters, certainly. Let me give 3 scenarios for this. One is ostensibly not good, but let me give the silver lining. It is the kind of traditional third party, nice wave, good support, but come election time, when there are hated candidates, and that has happened the last 2 elections, 2016 Trump-Hillary, 2020 Trump-Biden, it is really tough for an independent to vote third party. However, even with, say, a 1 or 2% result, but 20 to 50% sentiment that I like this guy. I know he can't win, but I like this guy. It helps. If the party follows up with candidate after candidate for 2 years later, or even simultaneously run candidates in fall of 2024, they could get elected even if the president candidate goes down to a bad defeat. Now, scenario 2 is a Ross Perot-like result, okay? 20% in the general election. And that ensures a bevy of candidates for the next 2, 4, 6 years, and probably sets the seeds for this party rising at the expense of a falling apart Democrat Party. Falling apart Republican Party that nominated Trump. Could it result in a presidential win? I could see it. It is a possibility, not a strong one. And here's the strong one. The Republicans nominate Trump, and he has to withdraw. Okay? Now, could it be from such a scandal that even megalomaniac Trump has the honor to say, I'm not going to put myself through this anymore? Possible. Okay? If there's a Jeffrey Epstein sexcapade that is worse than Stormy Daniels or groping, possibly. With that, the Republicans then look for a replacement candidate. And if there is in the polling a strong third party candidate, maybe they co-opt him. Who among the third parties would fill this? I think the best chances are Forward Party, Reform Party, Constitution Party. I don't think Libertarians or Greens could fill this role, but these 3 could, and my sentiments are with the Constitution Party because I like their platform, and I think a lot of conservative Republicans like their platform. So, if that opportunity is there, Constitution Party has the chance to rise up. It needs to have a nominee in the first place, someone who before the January and February primaries, the early ones, can be a factor. I think somebody who enters the Republican primaries at the same time, okay? You could do that. You might have to wear the label R for a while, but you can be a Constitution Party nominee and be in a bunch of state primaries that get Republicans' attention. I think strongly the Constitution Party should seek that. They need someone with heft to start. Darrell Castle has borderline heft. Maybe a reach out, though. A reach out to somebody who is conservative, prominent, hasn't campaigned for office, maybe isn't even in politics now. Okay, look to Brett Favre. Look to David Robinson. Okay, those are, by all accounts, good conservative ex-athletes. Businessmen, Mark Cuban. Even though he's, I think, a Democrat. So what? Maybe name him as your vice president. Steve Ballmer. People with heft already that are not tarnished by a political track record. I think they could be your P and VP candidates. All right, my 2 cents. Thanks for listening.